One Piece episode 935 review. Episode starts off really well with a brand new opening, finally, uh, with a really decent, in fact, a really good song. I like it. I think there have been better songs, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad song necessarily. When compared, I think there are some better songs out there that have been chosen for openings, but I still think it's a very good song. But more importantly, I like what's going on in the opening. I think they've put some really nice scenes in there. Specifically, a scene between supposedly, it seems to be Roger and Whitebeard clashing, which looks beautiful. And I'm sure if it's something that is to come later on in the anime, I'm sure it's going to be done even more beautifully. And it's not the Whitebeard of old, it's prime Whitebeard with his blonde, luscious hair flowing, and Oyaji looks really good in it. And they have there's this glowing red haki on the sword of Roger and the glaive of Whitebeard, and it's a really cool clash. And I mean, I'm a manga reader, so I know where this is going, but anime only is, it's food for thought. Really interesting to know why they would put that, right? But apart from that, there are some other really good things as well that happen in the opening. There's a kid there that appears before Shanks and Buggy do, and I think it's Blackbeard. And that entire sequence is before the clash between Roger and Whitebeard. But there's also Jinbei apparently, and I'm guessing if they're showing him in the opening, I think it's safe to say that he didn't become a fish sandwich for Big Mom, and maybe it's a foreshadowing to him coming back from Whole Cake alive. But regardless, there are some. There's a really nice at the end. There's a really nice punch that Luffy. It's like a red glowing punch where his haki sort of glows in a red color, and he hits Kaido with it, and there's a big explosion as well after that. But I think that wasn't really well. Overall, I really liked the opening. I think it was a good opening. So the episode moves on from there, and we basically see it's kind of a training episode for Luffy. That's really the most important thing that happens in this episode. Luffy trains, and it seems that he definitely had one perk from fighting Katakuri, which is his elevated level of observation haki. Now it's not clear if it's observation haki, but I'm guessing it is. When he directs the old man to go left and then bend over and then jump. I think that's observation haki. Him perhaps looking into the future, or it's just that since Luffy is an idiot as a character, but as far as fighting is concerned, he is an expert level fighter, and perhaps it was his fighting instincts telling him to tell the old man to do that and thinking it's going to work, or most likely it's observation haki. And it would make sense because his observation haki clearly leveled up during the fight with Katakuri. And yeah, it's just a perk of fighting someone of that caliber. He takes on Armadillo Man, I think is called, who is an armadillo devil fruit, and Apaka Man, I believe is called. It doesn't matter, they're fodder, and they're just there for Luffy to train. If he wants, he can defeat them whenever he basically wants. Then the episode transitions from there to the Flower Capital, where in the Resetsu prison, in front of it would seem, Orochi's the captain of the Orochi Oniwabanshu, Fukuro Koji, holds a public humiliation of these prisoners who he portrays as rebels who rebelled against the Orochi regime. And they do have a crescent, a reversed crescent moon tattoo on their ankle, and that is basically his proof of imprisoning them, and basically calling them as rebels. And because they have that tattoo, and as he shows later on in another sequence where he shows a flyer with the reversed crescent moon, and he basically uses that as evidence to imprison them. We also see Beppo, Penguin, and I believe he's called something like Shashi or something. I'm not sure what it's called, but there are three basically. Beppo, obviously, as we know, is a member of the Heart Pirates, and so is Penguin and the other guy. And we see them beaten up a bit, and they seem to have been tortured. And well, they fucked up. They shouldn't have been caught. And that goes to what's with law. I mean, he if he can't even get his own crew in line, well, we still have to see what happened. They might have been following his plan and Law's plan, and then, got captured some way. But if they weren't, even if his own crew wasn't following his plan, then I don't think he has any rights to call the Strawettes out when they don't follow his plan. The episode transitions back to Luffy, and he's still training, and now he has the old man up on his shoulders, and he's dodging, and he's evading, and then he's also reflecting back some of the bullets, the sea prison bullets or whatever they're called, and he seems to be doing fairly well. I mean, he's basically training, right? He's not really putting effort into it, except the little bit of effort that he needs in order to train and avoid. And in the preview, we go on to see that there's something called Ryu, and the old man is basically going to use that. And I think that's kind of what Luffy is trying to achieve, which is basically a haki punch that can send his opponent flying. And I think Ryu is that thing exactly, or it could not be, but that's what it seems in the preview. And I think the old man knows it, and he's going to train Luffy, and Luffy's gonna learn it through him. That's what it seems, at least. So that's probably something to look forward to in the next chapter. But that's pretty much it. He's still training, and then we get to the end of the episode where we go to where Zoro is, and he's recovering from his injuries in his fight, and he wakes up and he shouts sword. He's looking for his sword, Shusui, which is lost and taken by Gyokimaru, who his name is Gyokimaru, the man, who apparently just hangs around the bridge, and whenever somebody shows up with a weapon or something, he just fights them. I guess that's his thing. Regardless, the two girls, we find out their names, Toko, the laughing girl, and the girl, and Hiyori, apparently the sister of Momonosuke. It has to be from the past, because wait a minute, is that a spoiler? Never mind. It's it seems she's the self-proclaimed sister of Momonosuke, and well, for manga readers, you know where this is, what basically the whole story is. But for an anime only some guy who's watching this, I can't really say much. But yeah, she's a self-proclaimed sister of Momonosuke. That's the big revelation, and we're gonna wait to find out next week what else she has to say. But yeah, that's sort of the shocking point of the episode, and yeah, that's pretty much all that happens. I think that's it. There's nothing else really to talk about. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it was a good episode. It was focused around Luffy's training, obviously, and nothing more. But it was a nice episode. That's it. Bye.